Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Happy New Year! And to start the new year on a sweet note, I have this delicious cake that has chocolate, nut, coffee, everything delicious. And I will show you guys the oven and stovetop both way of baking this cake. So let's get started. For this cake we need unsweetened chocolate. I don't have, so I'm going to show you the easy substitute. I took 9 tablespoons of cocoa powder and added 3 tablespoons of oil. Mix it, and that's the substitute of unsweetened chocolate that you can use in any baking recipes. I'm taking half cup and 1/4 cup, total 3/4 cup of butter, and I'm using an electric beater today. You can use a whisk. If you don't have electric beater, I'm going to beat the butter until they have crumbled, and then I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar. I'm using brown and white both type. You can use just any one type if you don't have both type of sugars. Add the sugar while beating the butter and cream it up until they are fluffy and soft. Once the sugar and butter is mixed, I'm going to add eggs. I'm using 3 eggs, but I'm going to add 1 at a time. Add 1 egg, beat it with the sugar and butter, and then add another, and like this continue until all the eggs are mixed in the butter and sugar. Next, I'm going to add the unsweetened chocolate mixture I made. If you want, you can just use 3 ounces of unsweetened chocolate melted. Adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence and mix it. I'm using 2 cups of flour. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of coffee powder. This will bring out the taste of chocolate. Now mix everything. This is our dry ingredients. We are going to add in our dry ingredients and wet ingredients in the mixture, but they will be adding in batches. So once the dry ingredients, mix it, and then we are going to add milk as a wet ingredients. Here is 1.5 cup of milk. So alternate the dry and wet ingredients until everything is combined in the batter. This is the consistency of the batter, and I can guarantee that this is the most softest cake you'll ever have. I'm using 2 different pans for baking today because I'm using 2 different methods, oven and stovetop. I have lined up with the parchment paper. Now pour in the batter and spread the batter evenly in the pan. Use any pan of your choice. I'm using 9-inch and 8-inch pan. To bake in the oven, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and bake the cake for 30 to 35 minutes. For the stovetop, preheat a pan with a wire rack over medium heat, then add the cake and bake the cake with the lid on for about 1 hour to 1 hour and 20 minutes. To make the frosting, I'm taking half cup and 1/4 cup of butter. The butter should be soft, so when you press, there should be a mark. Then I'm going to add 1 cup of Nutella. This is my homemade Nutella. I put the link in the description box. Now we're going to mix the butter and Nutella until they're combined. Once combined, add in 1 cup of powdered sugar. Make sure the sugar is powdered, or else the frosting will be grainy and it won't be nice to eat. So using confectioners or powdered sugar is a must for this recipe. Add in half teaspoon of vanilla essence and 2 to 4 tablespoons of milk depending on the consistency of the frosting, and beat it until firm cake forms. I'm using a piping bag with a nozzle. Now I'm going to pour in our frosting in the piping bag. You can just use a spatula if you don't have a piping bag. Place 1 cake and put a layer on top. Try to put a thick layer and distribute it evenly. I'm using some crushed hazelnut roasted for the layer. So I'm going to top it over that cream. You can use any nut you have. Pipe it on the side so the cake is covered from all the sides. Then place the other cake on top of this layer. The other cake is a bit thick. You can cut it in half and put a layer in between if you want, but I'm just using as it is, topping it up with a batch of cream, making sure to cover it from the top and from the sides everywhere. I'm going to slap my spatula on top of the cream to give it a rustic, uneven look. I love that look, and I'm not a pro baker, so I'm just trying to work out a little bit of swirl on top of the cake. Use any design of your choice. Cover the top middle part with some crushed nuts. If you don't want, you can skip it, do whatever you feel like. And then I'm just going to add some Ferrero Rocher in between because this is a hazelnut Nutella chocolate nut cake. Decorate at the bottom if you feel like, and that's it. That's how easily you can make this delicious cake that looks so beautiful, and I can guarantee it tastes even better. So you should try this cake at least once in your life. If you like this recipe, don't forget to smash that like button, share with your family and friends, and comment below if you have any question. Also subscribe and stay tuned for 2 recipes every week. Stay safe and Happy New Year once again.